450 class, stop number 6 of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship. This is the Kubota Southwick National. As of round 6, Marvin Musquin was able to pick up the overall win based on a tie between himself and Eli Tomac based on the second moto score. And Justin Barcia was followed with a 3-3 today. The national championship points look like this: 289 for Eli Tomac, 257 for Marvin Musquin, and 224 for Justin Barcia. I'd like to start the press conference off by welcoming the 3 from the podium here. And our first question will have to go to Marvin Musquin. Marvin, your first national outdoor motocross win this year, and it has to feel pretty good coming at Southwick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, from the beginning of the season, we've been working hard and feeling pretty good. But obviously, the last 2 or 3 races, I've been feeling great and pushing towards the lead and battle for the win. So that felt good. And this weekend, obviously, it's the only race in the stand, and I felt pretty good all day. And yeah, it does feel good. Obviously. We know what happened in the second moto, but a win is a win.
The next question is for Eli Tomac. Eli, moto number 1, take us through that. That was a moto win, but man, it actually literally came down to just about the last lap.
Yeah, moto 1, it just was started a little too far back there, for where we wanted to be. Just had to go forward and made it to the top 3 guys and made a few passes, and then got close to Marv there with 2 to go as we made the pass. But it was a long race for Eaton Sand that whole time. But that's just part of the game. So that was good. Made a little change from Moto 2, but no, that went.
Justin Barcia, Moto 1, you were able to lead for a bit up there, and this track's been good to you. You find yourself on the podium once again.
Yeah, for sure. Led a few laps today. Didn't have the greatest starts, but made the best of it in the first couple laps sprinting. It was the track was difficult today. It was hard. Struggled quite a bit, just line choices, and But all in all, happy to be on the podium. But definitely, like I've said in the past, kind of want more, expect more out of myself. But it's good to be on the podium.
Next question for Eli Tomac. The second moto now you had, and I didn't even see the second one. I'm looking at the leaderboard and it switched. I actually thought it was a snafu the way it was going. Take us through moto number 2.
Moto 2, was doing my thing up front and jumped a little bit too far into the holes over that one roller on the hill there and washed my front end out and kind of went over the bars weird and knocked my clutch lever down. That's what really screwed me up. I was able to get going, but the clutch lever being stuck down is what really balled me up at that point. And then the second one was just a tip over, a little bit caused because I couldn't grab my clutch, but that was part of it. Felt like I was in control, but I guess I wasn't. Went a little deep over that hill and into the bumps, and that was that.
Marvin, what was your take in Moto 2 when you came around and saw that Eli was off the bike?
Well, I was just trying to be consistent. Obviously, the intensity wasn't quite there. I was trying, but I knew it was going to be a long moto, but definitely Eli was pulling away, and not much I could do at this point, but only to stay consistent and keep pushing. And he made a first mistake and then a second one, so I was able to capitalize on that. And my goal was to, like I said, be consistent, stay on 2 wheels. It was definitely the hardest race of the year so far. Definitely, it was hot and it was really rough down that track. So I'm glad it's over and we had a good day.
I'd like to open it up now to questions from the media. Guy B, first question.
All right, Justin. Last week you talked a little about trying to change up your style some. What are you working on? I think the team's always trying to get you to maybe rev a little less.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely this year's been, this is going to be my first full year on the new Yamaha, and I'm just trying to, fine-tune myself to, gel with the bike better, and that's not revving as much, and I get better at it. And it's like it's not necessarily revving; it's just shifting the bike more. I had a tendency to kind of hold it in gears that and I rev out. So definitely been working on it a lot. Using the clutch a little bit less. I like to pop the clutch pretty hard in the corners sometimes. I don't know. I just get excited and give it everything it's got. But yeah, so I just been working on things like that, and I mean, if I can fine tune that stuff better, it'll obviously bring speed, and speed brings me closer to the front.
Eli, on days like today, trade wins and seconds, you miss the overall, and I know you hate not winning, but do you still walk out of here and happy that points lead is still where it's at? You didn't lose a bunch of points, or what's your take on it?
Yeah, big picture, it's all good, but this is like the one track, of the year I'm like, man, that place is mine. So that way I'm pretty gutted the way that second moto went.
Really? No question?
I just don't know. It was already asked, so I'm probably going to repeat. Lots of stuff has already gone down. All right, I'll start with Barcia. Yeah, I'm going to ask you some questions. Big moment. Big moment. You told me today that you were working on some things with the bike, not just specifically for this track. Is there stuff you can learn here, or is it so different that you're not sure what it means for the other rounds?
I think I learned some stuff today. Yeah, I struggled in the first moto, made some changes for the second moto. It was a little better, but like I said, it's like just I'm learning and the team's learning, and we're getting better for sure each weekend, which is good. And I think we learned some stuff today. I'm gonna take some of my suspension home with me from this race and try it on a normal track and see if it is what the direction we've been wanting to go. So yeah, definitely you can learn some stuff here. It's not unfortunately this track's not like it used to be. It used to get those big rollers and you can rhythm stuff and stuff like that. Now it's just high speed chop and pretty gnarly. It used to be fun for me. Today was not that much fun. It was very difficult.
Yeah, what is the last 10 minutes of the second moto like? How bad is it?
First moto wasn't too bad. Second moto was difficult. It's hard to get a good flow on this track. Like I said, I used to be able to get that good flow, but it's really difficult to get that flow because it's just that's slick sandy base kind of. It's kind of funny, and there's not huge big bowl corners anymore. So it's the last 10 minutes of the second moto was tough because the track was really rough and it was hot today.
Is it ever tempting to settle a little bit and Eli's got a big lead, and then you realize, and if I was 3 seconds closer to him after the first crash, I would have taken the lead? Were you letting him go at any point, or were you pushing the whole time? Or when you got to him, you're like, oh, I wish I was 1 second closer?
Yeah, for sure. That's it. That's kind of what I thought the first time. I was like, man, I could have maybe tried at least to push a little harder. But anyway, that's the way I was riding, and like I just said before, I was. The intensity was not quite there, and I was riding okay, but I was a little slower, obviously, and losing ground, and but obviously, those mistakes he made, obviously, that was that helped me, but it was like they said, it was definitely a tough track, and also that the base was actually hard here, like on the insides, it's actually really slippery, and I think the berms they didn't build big berms on the outside, so it was a lot of insides, and it was, a lot of high-speed stuff, really choppy. We didn't have, big rollers, and we're, deep sand, actually. You could hit some, square edges and stuff, so definitely a tough track.
And Marvin, how were you feeling? You were pushing so hard in the first moto all the way to the last lap and you had a crash. Feeling like you normally do going to Moto 2, or were you a little more spent than usual?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was the hardest race of the year for sure so far, and because it was hot and it was sandy and rough. So definitely, spend some energy on that first moto. A little bit, I was definitely bummed, to get past a lap or two to go. But we gave everything we had, and unfortunately, then I went down, on the very last lap. So it was definitely not easy. And then you go to the podium, and it takes quite a time to get the interview done, and you're cooking right on the sun, and you got to do a a second moto only a couple minutes later. So yeah, that's definitely the hard part of racing here in the U.S. You know, we don't have so much time, but it's the same for everyone. So if we can be really strong, that will help.
What do you your turn? Since we lost the off week at High Point, since then you've been much better. What do you think the difference is?
I don't know, just yeah, a little better setup with the bike. Just the training we've been putting on in Florida, and yeah, just yeah, doing the work, gaining confidence, building endurance and strength, and yeah, been feeling pretty good. You know, obviously High Point was awesome. Muddy Creek could have been awesome too, and this weekend was good.
I don't know if you commented on this, but Frenchmen win both classes. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you commented on that.
And the
That's
soccer
pretty
game
neat.
too.
Yeah, I heard that. Advancing. So pretty good day. Just comment on that.
Yeah, I just told Dylan we couldn't watch the second moto of 250, and then we got on the gate for second moto, and I could see him on the podium, and he won the overall. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I got to do the same thing. So I was telling Mathilde, I don't think I ever get on the podium here. So I got to check, but it's pretty awesome to get a podium and then a win. And congratulations to Dylan. So it's a good day.
Did you say the first crash, did that mess up your clutch lever a little bit? Was that a bit of a problem that kind of hurt with the second crash?
Yeah, it knocked the clutch down, and it was tough to grab it at all. And yeah, I'll half blame it on the second crash.
But overall, I mean, you still happy with the riding, even though it didn't work out results-wise?
Yeah, I was riding a lot better in the second moto. I just crashed.
What did you do in the first lap? We had you like 10th, and then you were like 3rd, like instantly. Where did you make those moves? It was almost too quick to even see.
I don't know. That's how much better my bike was in between 1 and 2. So I was able to just go where I wanted to.
Anyone else with a final question for the riders of the 450 class?
It's for Eli. You're a big fan here in Southwick. You've built that up over the years. Does that do anything for you when you come here?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you got the cheers, it drives you to go out there and do your thing. So, yeah, it's been cool to build a good base here. You know, we've had good results here in the past.
Any final questions? Final question, then, gentlemen. We're heading to Redbud, and this is going to be a chance to not only look at the track for the national, but a chance to look at it for possibly Motocross of Nations. So, Justin, what's your thoughts heading into this week?
Yeah, for sure. I like Redbud. I've had good motos there. I've won there, the overall there, so I beat good guys there. So I know I can do it. Yeah, I'm just I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I think that's probably the best track on the circuit nowadays. So definitely gonna bring my A game and do my best and try to give these two a fight for the win.
Eli?
I like Redbud. It's big. It's got the room. It's no excuses for passing. It's got the wide track. It's has good soil. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And Marv?
Yeah, it's always special to go to Redbud, and I'm excited. It's 4th of July week, so it's always very special. Like I said, to go to Redbud, we always have a lot of fun, and if we can do good at the end of the day, it's even better. And track's awesome, like Eli said. It got room and lines and a lot of jumps and awesome dirt. So great for racing.
Gentlemen, thank you very much, folks. This is the top 3 in the 450 class at the Kubota Southwick National, stop number 6 of the Lucas Oil Championship. We appreciate it. Everybody have a safe drive home. Hope to see all of you at Redbud next week.